on both Facebook and YouTube. Not sure where we are on Facebook, but we do know where we are on YouTube. The link is also on my profile. It's easy to share the YouTube link, isn't it, Nick?
Oh, it is. And I think that's one of the things we're going to be covering today in our new show, isn't it? How we actually use different platforms to get things actually out there. And yeah, it just makes life so much easier, not least because actually when I was doing it for the charity last year for the fundraiser, the YouTube link, people could just access as opposed to trying to have a Facebook account to do it. So
that's a good point. As we get down, and people can see us now, and we say hello, and this show's going to be fun, I can tell. Welcome to this new show, live video reviews with myself and Nick. Hello, Nick.
Hello, Stephen. And I've got to admit, I've got my glasses, and I should have got my shades. What an incredible background!
It is, isn't it? I'm just blown away by the quality of it. Really, I mean, I can move my hands about, and no problem at all.
Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. God.
I mean, these green screens have come a long way. I've just written a blog post, which will be released hopefully later this week, about how you can actually do green screens. And I noticed you were using one on your broadcast on Friday.
I was, yes, my lovely little Be Live backdrop. That was a very proud moment for me. But of course, I'm now back to I like to use green screen to have a green screen.
Right.
As a backdrop. It's the lazy way of doing it.
Indeed. Well, yeah. But you're ready and waiting.
Exactly.
Right. Now, if you watched our Be Live on YouTube series, then you'll know that we're actually trying to do is to help people with their live broadcasts and also with their social media. Now, we've added the social media bit because it is all part of one big. Well, you can't do one. You explain it, Nick. It makes more sense when you do it.
Yeah, well, when you go to all the effort to actually live stream or actually create a show and live stream it and put your content out there, the real shame is that then, no one actually sees it. That's the whole point of you doing it, is you want views on your content. And so, it's really important to actually take what you've got, and if you can share it out while it's live at the same time, that's brilliant. But equally, there's things you can do to share the posts to get more views on it, and using different types of media. We've got all the social media. And as we always talk about when we're doing about YouTube, of course, if you go into the share button on YouTube, YouTube gives you a big clue and says, here's all these people you can share just by a press of a button to. So, if YouTube is suggesting you share it, I would suggest that's not a bad idea. So yeah, use your social media. Obviously, you can't get overwhelmed. That's we see this a lot actually. Is that people, especially when they first come into an online space, they need their website, their social media. They have all these different things, and then they can't actually, or it gets too overwhelming to actually get everything done. I mean, even I did. I produced a new website last week in order to have some nice fresh blogs, because following your lead, I wanted to thinking, let's create the blog before the show so I can post the blog out. But that I ran out of time at the weekend. So that will equally that will be after the show. So it's not that it won't happen. It's just after the show, which will then drive more people to it.
So that's true. I mean, blogs. I mean, we tend to think, because we're doing a lot of live video, that blogs have gone quiet. They haven't, by any stretch of the imagination. There are more people reading blogs now than there've ever been, and it is a great way to actually get your message across and promote. I totally agree with that. Let's catch up with the comments, because we've got some comments today, because Corinda's with us. So say hello.
Bless you, Corinda.
Hi, Corinda. And Corinda's mentioning your background on Friday.
Yes, it was good. I really thought it was cool.
Oh, I'm looking professional. That's good. Thank you, Corinda.
You might be giving some people a headache.
Well, whilst you're talking about your friends at Try This at Home show, blogs are good for the company. Okay, so what's going to happen now is that we've got to change here, because I'm going to take that off screen. I'm going to take my camera off screen.
Oh. Okay. And you're letting me talk about, I'll share my screen. Oh, the technology. So this was, we asked in the group as to, show us some of your videos and let us see some of your social media as well. And this was one of the guys that came through to us. It's the Try This at Home show. And they have a great video. So if I can, what I'll do, Steve, is I'll switch that one and play a different one. This could go all horribly wrong. Let's pop. See if we can share that one. Oh no, that's just me. Okay, hold on. Bear with me.
Right. Okay. So let's bring the screen share up again, and show it on screen. That's good. So far so good. And show it on screen like that. And it looks blank at the moment, Nick.
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
Hopefully it's that one.
Right, now you're in. I'm gonna hide. Just wait till I hide, and then.
Around the other way, so I can't actually see it. I'm going to prick the play button anyway. And yeah, so this is.
And we should probably try to maybe explain a little bit.
This is the Try This at Home.
Doing in 2021.
Oh yeah, how about that? Well, Michelle opened the show here and on our little changes for this year. Does that sound good? We'll wrap up with that at the end of the show.
Sure, that'd be great.
So if you're tuning in and hanging out with us, guys, it's going to be a shorter show this week because we're doing a clip show. And once it gets produced, these are always my favorite kind of shows because it's like highlights. It's highlights. I love highlights.
We're cut out for you.
I'm nostalgic. Yeah.
It will be fantastic.
Okay. So listen, this what these guys are doing. This is a show that it's actually a podcast more than anything. But what they do is they actually go on to actually live stream it a little bit early on Facebook and YouTube, and then so you've got this chat initially, and then it will go on to the podcast. And they're trying different things like different candies and the like, and different foods, which you think, well, that's quite a pleasant thing to do. But actually, some of these candies are a little bit weird and wonderful. And there's a strange Doran fruit candy that they've all tried, which was really horrible. But also they did try this silkworm pupa. So, which as you can imagine is the most repugnant thing on the planet. But it comes in a tin. They all have the tin there. They all do it together, and they have a roving guy, Brian, who's not on the shot in this video. But yeah, so they do this. I've yet to work out how they're monetizing this, or I think they're just doing it for the sheer love of it. I think they're part of a video production company as well. But guys, we'll reach out to you and actually find out what the truth is. But yeah, so they have that. That's the video. And then I wanted to show you the Facebook page. So let's have a look at some of their social media. One of the things, here's an about page. So let me see if I can share that. It's not letting me, it's telling me I have to stop sharing in order to reshare again. So let me just share that bit. If I can share screen, and hopefully that will. Fantastic. Thank you, Stephen, in the background. So yes, so this is their About Us page on their website. So let's go hit on the home. So yeah, so it's a try this at home show. So it tells you what it's all about. And again, we were talking about blogs. So they have their blogs there as well, which basically are. We'll have a look at one, but I don't think it's actually got the video in it. No, it's just it's just a link, which is a shame, because if you actually embedded your video in there, guys, then you can share that around, and that would be really cool. People actually be able to watch the video more. I'm saying embed the YouTube one. But there's this. I think it actually might be on here. This is the highlights mystery box. Yes, here we go. Here is just a little.
It's the almond of the future.
Good.
No, man, this is like the tuna of Japan or China. Like you buy a can of turkey.
No, the tuna of Japan, a tuna.
Oh my! Listen, I'm shaking it. It's
Well, it gets worse. They do actually try it. So
Oh, that is a pungent smell.
right now they are just smelling it.
The look is so gross. That's the thing. When you open up like sardines, it's just a little fish. Oh my god. The look,
And they will actually eat something.
they're gonna make a big deal about this. I'm gonna just put a whole pile of them on a cracker and stick it in my mouth, pass dead on the road. Okay, here we go.
Okay. Oh god.
Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Get ready.
great.
Okay.
Go, go, go.
1,
5,
2.
4, 3, 2. Wait, what? Wait.
Wait, on me. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Eat it.
Well, you kind of get the gist. So yeah, imagine. So this is actually on a podcast as well. So actually on the podcast element of that doing it as well. But if you get a chance to watch it all the way through, it is extremely funny. But so yeah, so one of the things that so that's on their website. Now, one of the things that we look at the website, and yep, at the bottom here they've got, scroll down. So you've got your Facebook page, your Instagram, and your YouTube. Now click the YouTube button, and that actually goes to an older, guys, for when you're watching, that actually goes to an older website where you just have one video on it. And I was a little bit disappointed, thinking, oh no, I was hoping to find some more. But actually you have another YouTube channel, which is, of course, if I can try and share that as well. Let's bring up the right one. Hopefully it will be that one. Yes, so that's the one. That's the better one. So they've got the try this at home show. That's the YouTube channel, and that's okay. And so, what can you help you on? You've got some good little thumbnails there. You're consistent with all the with the logo and the titling. But guys, I would if you've not got it, I would invest in TubeBuddy, because if you actually look at your videos, then we can see that you've got all sorts of things that you can do to help them get seen. So you've got no tags, so you can add the tags in, you can add the info cards, you can get some comments, get some captioning, end screens. So little things like that because they go to the effort of putting everything down, saying what was going on, but just a little bit more effort, and that'll be fine. And you just put them into playlists, so then they're all linked in as well. Because I'm sure lots of people will watch this and they will get sucked in, like I was, and just start watching these videos, which is really cool. And then of course they've also got their the other social media they got is the Instagram. And if I'll quickly share the Instagram with you, and that'll be done. Sorry, Stephen.
It's okay. I'm just waiting for the Instagram to come in. and then I shall disappear again.
Which is there. Cool. Yeah, and he's got, you know, so they've got 132 followers on Instagram. I think that could shoot up because it's such a crazy little idea. And yeah, all the different candies, all the different foods that they do try. One of them was trying was extolling the virtues of bread in a can. For all you preppers out there, I think, although we might have stepped back a little bit from the end of the world, who knows? But yeah, you can get bread in a can of all things. It's great. So they've got a lovely little thing going on there, I've got to admit. But I just think a couple of little tweaks, as you say, Stephen, it's one of those things, you know, it's one of those things, if you had a Twitter account, then you could promote it on Twitter as well. But yeah, I'd say tweak that little link to YouTube, optimize your videos that you're putting on there, because they are so watchable and so well worth watching. And that's my little bit for today.
Yeah, they've actually found a niche, haven't they? Which I don't think they're going to get too many competitors in that niche.
No, maybe some teenagers, but apart from that, but I think that one would probably go really well as a little 1-minute clip on TikTok.
Yeah,
you know, or you could have you'd have part 1, part 2, part 3, but yeah, certainly you can build up that anticipation. It'd be great.
just bring it together. And as you say, TubeBuddy, even the free version is worth having to actually point in the right direction. And it's Corinda likes the name of it, and you can't hear it. Okay, we're going to check the replay afterwards because this is our first show doing this, so bear with us. And we'll be trying things out. I only hear Nick, I can't hear the video. Okay, we'll take care of that, Corinda.
Oh, hi, Cara. Cara's lovely.
Okay, and Corinda's saying cool, and followed by they've got a good condition on Instagram. They are a good Instagram account. And which one is your best video, Nick?
Oh, it was definitely the eating of the silkworm pupa. I mean, I can't believe anyone puts it in a tin and it's edible. And
it's like I'm a celebrity. Let me out of here. And Corinda's saying hello to Cara. Right. Okay. So, as we were saying earlier, it really is a sort of approach where you've got to get Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and as we just found out, your Instagram account all working, and your website. So there are sort of 5 different areas where you can be active and proactive and actually promote your brand. Now, the next site, well, I'm going to start with a website. So I'm going to screen share this time, and I'm going over to share, and I'm going to share, if it lets me. I'm going to share a Chrome tab, and okay, we're going to take a look at a site called Chat Night Africa. And Chat Night Africa, put it full screen so we can all see it. By
no, we can't hear you, Stephen, unless you're deliberately being quiet.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yeah, when you were off screen, it went silent on us.
I was on screen. Let's this is all experimentation, and I'm going to hide your camera for a moment, and I'm going to go picture in picture, and I'm going to ask the immortal question: can you hear me now?
Yay! We can hear you.
Okay. When I go full screen screen share and go full screen solo, I've got a problem. But if I'm actually on the screen, okay, so I'm going to start again. This is essentially a brand new website starting in the last month or so. And the first thing you notice is the slideshow at the top, which illustrates what the site is all about. And then you get notification of the next broadcast. So that this is on the front page. So it's going to hit you in the face. Because your question is, when can I see you live? And the answer is January 29th. And you're told who's on the show. It's Divine who's hosting the show and this website. And he's got a co-host and 2 guests. And then you've got the video, which if we scroll, well, if we hover over it, you can see the videos on YouTube. So he's actually using YouTube on his website. Okay, so let's go back to the home page. Okay, there you are. These pop-ups, I'm not totally convinced that pop-ups are a good idea. They can stop you from actually surfing a site, right? Can you still hear me, Nick?
Oh yes, can still hear you.
This is Divine, and I could try and pronounce the surname, but I'm not going to. Do you want to have a go? Nchamcom? Okay. And it is, as you can see, it's all about videos. And if we go to the video page, then broadcast page, all the videos are there. There's no trace of any Facebook at all. It's all YouTube videos. So you can click on a video and you'll be transported straight to YouTube. So the website, I think this is a stunning website. It's well designed and it's well laid out, and you can actually see everything that Divine is promoting, including his artworks. Let's go there. Okay. And there we have African artwork. And we can click on an image and the image will go full screen. So it is very well thought out. Very impressive, very impressive. So now behind that, I'm going to try and find something else, is if I click, I'm not sure if this will work, but we'll try it anyway. I'm going to go to broadcast. And if I pick one of the videos, that one, and play it, and then open it in YouTube. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm not sure whether this will work, is I can go from the website. Okay, my mouse is playing about, but I can go from the website and I can go to the YouTube account. Hopefully. Let me just stop that video and come back here. I need to copy the URL. If I copy the URL, that's probably a good idea, and come back to this page. Because before we were just showing you one video at a time. Now we're actually showing you the whole social media presence of a website. So now we're heading over at breakneck speed, as you can see. It's giving us time to think and talk and decide what we're going to say next. And we can see the video on YouTube. I just want to stop the loading for a moment. As you can see, there are hundreds of views of the videos on the Facebook account, but not so many on YouTube. And that was true of your choice as well, Nick. The videos, high quality videos, are going onto YouTube, but there is no sign of TubeBuddy here, and there's no sign of any real promotion. The quality of the videos is good. The quality of the website was good. It's just in the promotion. That's the key. Getting it all together. The website, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all in the mix. Okay. And one final for Africa. I'm going to take you to the Facebook page, he said. Okay, so I'm copying a URL. Bear with me. And I'll copy the URL. So I'm not sharing Okay, so we're going to change. We're going to go from YouTube at lightning speed. No, we're not. Hang on. I honestly thought I'd actually copied that URL. More. Oh dear. We'll get the gremlins out today.
I like that idea though. Yeah, copying the URL so you're not switching over the tabs.
Yeah. I only thought of it when you asked better. Right. Okay. No, he wants to go to that YouTube video. Hang on. I'll get there. Patience is a virtue, especially with live broadcasting. So I've got the URL now. I don't know what this is going to look like, but it's fun to us anyway. So let's just stop everything from playing, if I can. Okay. And what have we got on screen now, Nick? Okay, we've still got the YouTube video.
Yeah.
Okay, and so coming back, should right? Okay, it's not actually picking up. This is interesting. It's not actually Control C. I'll try again.
So do we think the screen share is overriding that thinking?
Don't know. We'll see in a minute. Hopefully, it's going to come through with the Facebook page. There, wow! Everything comes to he who waits. Okay, right. I get slicker at this. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There we go. Okay, so now we've got the Facebook page, and you can see if we go home that this is a well-established page with quite a few followers. Yeah, and the videos on here.
Yeah, I think I've seen a couple of these videos actually.
Yeah, the videos on here are getting more views than the YouTube account. So this is where the audience is. There we are, 700 views, 300 views. So the views are there on Facebook, and it's just a question. We've got the same problem of actually getting the audience to move from Facebook to YouTube. And I think that's going to happen this year. More people will be going over to YouTube to actually watch video. I mean, there is a thing that a Facebook page allows you to do more than just video. But as you can see, he's got there are 20,546 people following the page.
That's interesting because actually you're obviously scrolling the page.
Yeah.
But it hasn't scrolled on our screen, or not on mine.
Oh right, okay. It hasn't scrolled on screen. Correct. There is. Okay. Right, but take it my word then. I'm going to hide that and come back to the two of us. Take my word.
Yeah, we believe you.
Again, same.
You're a trusted broadcaster.
The same level of attention to detail has gone into the Facebook page, has gone into the website, and there are over 20,000 followers, which is a huge potential audience. But we're at the mercy of Facebook because of reach. Yeah. Each video we do is only going to reach so many people. It won't, if in an ideal world, if you followed a page and that page has 20,000 followers, then 20,000 people should see your video. That would be good.
Yeah,
that would be most awesome. But the problem with that is that if say, as an individual you follow 100 pages, then you'd have 100 videos in your feed whenever people went live. So obviously getting it right is something that needs to be done. But I think it proves it's just. I was going to go to the Twitter account, but the Twitter account is not as good as the Facebook and website, and it's the Twitter account that needs working on, because we know the power of a tweet. If I write a blog, which I did yesterday, and I tweet it out, then within an hour 100 people had seen it, and that's 100 people you don't know. Well, you might know some of them, but you won't know all of them. And that's 100 people who actually go through then to click something. And I had a list of top green screen software, and out of the 100, 35 went to look at the list. So Twitter is powerful. Twitter, I only sent out one tweet. Twitter is a very powerful way of actually getting people to actually come and watch your video. Okay, we'll survive the first show, Nick.
Yeah, can I ask a question on Twitter though?
Yes, sure.
And that is, if someone was thinking about using Twitter, is it a case that they need more followers, or is the Twitter algorithm designed to actually show more people anyway? I got that feeling, but I don't know about
the more people that follow you, then the more you'll get seen. It's just as simple as that. There isn't the same level of filtering, and people do still follow. I mean, we could do a whole program on Twitter, couldn't we?
Yeah, every platform.
True. But Twitter is the best way to promote, and you do have to be proactive. Though you've got to send tweets out on a semi-regular basis, just like you do with video. I mean, I send out probably as many videos a week as I do tweets, which is not a good thing. So I should take my own advice and tweet a lot more.
I know, it's just having that time element, isn't it? It's just think, oh yeah, must do it.
Okay, let's catch up.
Sorry.
Okay, and Corinda again. All right, okay, so got to Corinda's last comment. Who said hello to Cara. Okay, we've learned something there, I think. Yeah. I think that the sound thing, obviously, I'm going to speak to Be Live about that because we've got the video to prove it. Whether we could actually hear the video when you were on screen as well, but you were on screen with the video. So we've got several quirks to sort out before next week's broadcast. But I enjoyed it. It's been because we're able to mix it up.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? It's the joy of actually just being able to do something different. And that's, you don't have to be hard and fast, or this is the way we've gone, so we can't change it. No, just change it up. It's the joy of just experimenting. And I know a lot of people say, "Oh, don't experiment." I know it's a lot of people when they first going on doing a Facebook Live or something. They say, "Oh, I'll just set it to myself so no one can see." And I'm on the complete reverse camp of that. Of like, hey, it's not going to kill you. Don't worry about it. I would test live and not worry about it. Who sees it?
True. It's a fact of life that people enjoy when things go wrong. And your audience tends to grow when things are not going as they should.
Exactly. And it becomes endearing, surely. Yeah. Okay. So I think we've added about 20 people today then.
I enjoyed that. Nick, it's over to you to close the broadcast for today.
Oh, thank you, Stephen. Yeah, I enjoyed it as well. We'll be honing our little format. Let us know what you think, actually. If you let us know how you would like to see this show develop as well. If you've got some videos you've been using Be Live to live stream on Facebook or YouTube, and you want us to showcase what you're doing and allow us to have a quick poke around your online platforms, your online presence, then please do just let us know. Pop something in the comments or message us, and we'll include you as soon as we can. We are here always, as ever, on a Monday, 3 p.m. UK time, 10 a.m. Eastern. So until next Monday, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Take care.
Bye.